Hello. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing this Friday? Thank God it's finally freaking Friday. We made it. We here. Let's freaking go. Look, I'm already struggling. I forgot to make my coffee and everything. I was supposed to have I guess a how can I put it? I was gonna have a little surprise for you to test out, but the scuff came for me and I broke it. So I'm trying to get it back going, but it's not working. So yeah, we're just gonna have to continue without it. Good morning. Oh, Sabi, just the man I'm looking for. Yeah, I accidentally broke Nova. I yeah, like I accidentally, but I downloaded her new software. I got her up. She didn't connect to Twitch, and I accidentally closed her, and she has not been running ever since. The system says that she's still running, but and to stop her running, so I stopped her running, and for whatever reason, even though I hit stop running, it still thinks that she's running. So I have no idea what to do. I'm sorry, CB. But good morning, welcome everybody. Shout out to everybody that came through. I got memories of Remy, Mooberry. Sorry, I'm not gonna sing. I'm sorry. That's gonna be in a few weeks. I gotta learn the songs you gave me. Oh, la verga. All right. Let's see. Yanuka, thank you for coming through. Sin, what's up? And yeah, let's get it going. We're gonna do some reacts. Almost all good because it means that the next dashboard I have to make it to where it improv. Bet. Nah, just singing with confidence, full confidence. Don't stop believing. No. I gotta know the words, or else I'm gonna be stumbling everywhere. Let's see. Let me go back to let me get my chat because I got a third monitor. I got it for chat, and I'm not pulling chat into it. So let me see. How can I pop out chat? All right, let's move you over here to this monitor. Let's put Twitch in the middle. All right. Let's see. Somebody redeemed something. Oh, thank you for the kick, Yunuka. Thank you for the kick. All right, let's go ahead and go to here. Can I pop this out? Pop out chat. All right, this is gonna be for YouTube. And then let's go ahead and get kick going. I might do a fourth one, but I barely get X chat, and I don't even think you can pop out X chat. That would be cool if you could, but I don't think you can. So I'm gonna wait till Kick decides to do what they're gonna do with that. Sorry, Moo. Don't worry. Don't worry. When the karaoke day comes, I make sure to give you a good show. Got to get some songs set up. I shockingly got some collabs with the streaming, so you're not just gonna have just me. You're gonna have a. So far, I can't confirm 2 more guests. I'm trying to get a third one in there, but she's ignoring me right now. So. Oh. She hates me right now, so it's all good because you're excited to hear me sing Barbie Girl. Jesus Christ. Oh. All right. Let's see. Okay, I got everything set up for now. Let me try to see if I can. Why am I in that channel? I shouldn't be in that channel. Let me see if I can get. Let me see one more time if I can get her going. So let's run this. Or now let's do this. Uh-oh, I think she worked. It didn't give me an error. Let me see where she's at. She's not here. All right. How do I bring back up the pop-ups? I don't see her. Let's see. Where is she? Damn. It didn't give me the error, but now it gave me the error. So, all right, we're going to continue without it. Hopefully tomorrow I have it going. All right. So, let's go ahead and get some reacts. Oh, Lord. Everything is breaking on me now. Come on. All right. Let's see. Playlist. React content. Salad fingers. No. We don't have X chat in a new update. No, it should. No, I barely have people that chat in X. Like, it shocks me whenever I do see an X logo pop up. It always shocks the hell out of me. So, but yeah, I haven't seen it yet. Okay, so this one is going to be a good one. Let's move you up, and then there's some other stuff. So this has been making the rounds. Oh God, I am breaking. All right.
I read the.
All right. So let's go ahead and get it to where y'all can see what we're reacting to. All right. So apparently this has been making the rounds all week that a Memphis mother she was granted bond, but she was arrested because there was somebody hiding under the bed of her 13-year-old daughter. So and I guess it was this individual right here. So she found out dude Buddy was trying to creep and trying to do some things with her daughter, and she aired his ass out like how she should. But she was arrested for protecting her daughter, which is fucking crazy. So let's go ahead and see what's going on from another lawyer who's more, well, I don't know, because Ava seems to be into firearms just as much as anybody else, but she never even, she barely talks about it. Yeah, and I popped that motherfucker too. Hell yeah, bro. I don't care who you is. If you are in the bedroom of my child, I don't, and without my permission or without me knowing, and I come in there and you're hiding under the bed, I'm airing you the hell out. And the only reason why I'm calling the officers is because it's illegal for me to dispose of your body myself. So I have to call them to get rid of your body, or else, me, I'll just put you in the sharks or put you in Lake Louisville or something like that. I think we have alligators, so I'll just feed you to the crocs. Bro, like what I'm saying. You ain't leaving alone. I'm saying.
I read the headline on this one, and I thought I already knew the whole story. I was wrong.
And in tonight's crime alert, a local mother is charged with shooting and killing a man who was found hiding under her child's bed early yesterday morning.
That's the headline I read. And I'd bet money your brain just finished the story the exact same way mine did. Because a grown man hiding under a little girl's bed at 1 a.m. writes its own ending. And every parent watching this already knows what that ending is supposed to be. So watch what actually happened.
Now, this all happened after a mother found a man in her house. She says he was hiding under a child's bed. When police arrived, they found the man dead near the front porch.
Let's go. A dead pedophile is a good pedophile.
Now, the woman, 36-year-old Kendra Scott, now faces multiple charges, including first-degree murder and employment of a firearm during the commission of a dangerous felony.
First-degree murder is the top of the ladder. That's the charge that says you thought about it before you pulled the trigger. And the fact that the state went straight to the top instead of...
How insane is that, chat? You defend your child from a predator, and the state rewards you by giving you capital punishment for protecting your child from this bastard that was going to do unspeakable things to this child. And you protecting your child grants you a first golden ticket to the prison. Everybody that the officers that arrested her should be fired. The prosecutors should be fired The judge should be fired. All of them should be locked up. Instead of this woman going to jail, she should be going on her and her daughter should be going to a vacation in Cancun or something like that. That is insane. That is fucking insane.
Climbing up from something lesser tells you exactly how they're reading whatever happened in those last 30 seconds.
The man who was shot has now been identified as Rodarius Morton.
Florida,
according to police.
You got to watch out for these states, dude. The same people that want to get rid of guns and all that stuff that says you should trust the state to protect you. You should trust the state to protect you. Well, where was the state when this dude was under her daughter's bed? Where was the state? And then, granted, cops are reactionary. Fire like this, hell yeah. I need to make it. I need to get an animated emote of popping off like that. Where was the state? Where was the officers? Because officers are reactionary. They don't. As soon as a predator just kicks into your house, there's not like GTA or Cyberpunk where they just spawn when crime happens. No, you have to call them, and when seconds matters, officers are minutes away. So, of course, you have to do what you got to do, and she did what she had to do, and now she's going to jail. That's insane.
Morton was invited by a child to the home and came in through the back door at 1 a.m. Was invited by a child has now been identified as Rodarius Morton. According to police, Morton was invited by a child to the home and came in through the back door at 1 a.m.
Invited by.
So this was a situation where the daughter, was communicating with him. So we don't know how this happened. It could have been online situation, or Buddy was hanging around the damn school and shit like that. And so this also is a thing to where parents, you pretty much have to pay attention to what your child is doing, what they're communicating to. Like me, when I hand my child the phone, I'm sorry, it ain't gonna have no privacy. Their phone is gonna be mirrored. I can see all their messages and all that stuff because we ain't gonna have this. We ain't gonna have this. As soon as I see it, I'm gonna communicate with the buddy. He's thinking he's gonna meet my child. It's gonna be me pulling up with a shovel. Come on, boy, let's go ahead and dig that grave, fam. Let's go ahead and dig that grave. From Scales, 9 a.m. I'm still telling him he's going to be a legend for being alive. Obviously, yeah.
By a child, back door, 1 a.m. And I want to be careful here because at the end of this same report, the station admits they're still working to confirm how old this man was and how old that kid was. And that is not a footnote.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. 13 years old. Now, if he was like a teenager, which he don't look like a teenager, I see that little beard coming in. I'd say he's roughly between 18 and 20. He's roughly between that. Don't matter. 1 a.m, you under my daughter's bed, 13 years old. I ain't trying to hear shit.
That single fact changes what this entire story even is. So I'm not gonna sit here and pretend I know something I don't. But whatever the answer turns out to be, nobody gets invited through a back door at 1 a.m. and ends up under a bed for an innocent reason.
The arrest affidavit says when Kendra Scott came home, she was heard banging on the front door and yelling, "Who's at my house?" Once the child opened the door, Morton was found hiding under the child's bed.
I'm not a parent. Much to the dismay of my mother, I don't have kids, but there are kids in my life, in my orbit, and if I found out somebody was trying to take advantage of one of them, I would be beyond furious. And I know that whatever I'm imagining right now, you multiply it by about 1,000 million kabillion for the woman who actually gave birth to the child on the other side of that door. So I get the temperature in that hallway. I understand it as much as somebody without kids possibly can. And here's the part that matters. If she finds him under that bed and fires right there, in that room, in that moment, we are having a completely different conversation. I'm not saying she skates. I'm not saying there's no investigation, but she is standing on much firmer ground. That's not what happened.
As Morton was leaving the house, both Scott and Morton went out to the front porch, and that's when the juvenile says she heard a gunshot. Morton was found shot in the back of the head.
He's leaving. He's outside and he's facing away. Unless something comes out that says this man turned around and threatened her with deadly force on that porch, every legal justification she had inside that house evaporated the second he walked out that front door, because the standard has never been he deserved it.
Yeah. Damn. It's one of them situations. Fuck. Yeah, in a situation like this, yeah, that changes things. Because I thought she popped him under the bed, but nah, she let him walk. Situation like that, yeah, oof. If you let somebody walk, even though it pains me to say this, if you let somebody walk, you gotta let them walk. Call the cops and have him arrested. Now, if she would have aired him out right under that, true and real. However, when it comes to legalities, this is why she went to prison, because of that reasons right there. Now, had she would have popped him under the bed, she would have been like you said, dead to rights. 100% justified. Or from the court of public opinion, 100% justified, and hopefully through the court justified. But the second she let him cross through that door and she pretty much tapped him execution style, and we don't know if he done anything with the daughter yet. They might have been setting something up, and she called him before anything happened. So it's one of the situations to where, even though, look, like I said earlier, you creeping on the 13-year-old, pop. But we don't know what happened.
Standard is whether the threat is happening right now. And a man walking off your porch is not a threat happening right now.
Now, I spoke to multiple neighbors who say that in this case, nobody wins.
The neighbor's right. And that's the whole tragedy of it. Everything we talk about on this channel comes down to controlling your emotions in the exact moment when your emotions are screaming the loudest. And the hardest version of that is when your emotions are righteous. When you have every human reason on earth to be furious. Because think about what she actually was trying to do. She was trying to protect her daughter. That was the motivation. And the cruel irony is that protecting her daughter in that moment meant putting the gun down and picking up the phone. Since the one thing guaranteed to hurt that little girl for the next 20 years is her mother sitting in a cell. That kid is now living through that thing that happened to her and living without her mom. Now, the gun control crowd is going to grab this one with both hands and tell you it proves a gun in the home turns a bad night into a body. That if there was no firearm in that house, everybody walks away.
Nah, if he wasn't in the house, everybody would have been safe.
Nothing about that gun made the decision on that porch. She made it. A woman who reaches that emotional temperature with the man she believes came for her child is not going to be talked down by a magazine limit or a waiting period. And there is no law you can write that legislates self-control into somebody at 1:40 in the morning. So unless you're going to say you're going to ban guns from everybody, that ain't flying. But I'll say the other half too, because our side has to be willing to say it. If all the information we have stands exactly as it is, she was likely wrong here. If we want anybody to believe us when we defend the ones who get it right, we have to be honest about the ones who get it wrong.
And he's saying this from a legal's perspective. Because like I said, court of public opinion, she was right. Court of public opinion, she was right. But from a legal standpoint, she fucked up. And it pains everybody to say that she fucked up. It pains him to say it. It pains me to say it. But coming from a legal's perspective, she fucked up letting him walk.
Both things can be true. He had no business in that house, and she had no business
make sure he wasn't going to threaten anybody else's
child.
child.
Unless facts change.
No guns
Here's
in
what
that
people
house,
never understand until they're in it.
victims
The
instead
law
of one
is coldly, relentlessly logical, and it does not care how.
Because even at this age, like I said, he looks roughly between 18 and 20. He is still stronger than her, even at that age. So he could have had overpowered her, and like Memories of Remy said, it could have been potential 2 victims instead of just her. It could have been both her and the mother. So we just don't know just yet. Well, we don't know because Buddy is dead. But granted, if there wasn't a firearm, there could have been a different situation.
How you felt. Now, the law does make room for human emotion, but not where you want it. Sudden heat of passion doesn't get you a not guilty. It gets you a lesser sentence. Your rage can lower the punishment. It almost never erases the guilt. And she's not just facing a criminal case. There's likely a family on the other side of this, and there's likely a civil suit that's coming right behind the prosecution, which means the fight that started the second that round left the barrel is gonna follow her for years. That's the part of a defensive shooting nobody puts in the headline.
Yep. I don't know if I told this story before when I had got my Camaro, and it was one of the days where the weather was getting better because when I first got it, it was during winter, so it was convertible. The weather was getting better, so decided to drop the hood. I mean, not drop the hood, drop the top. I'm a few blocks away from my mom's house because at the time I was living with my mom, and dude tried to hop in my car, and I had that pistola dead center of his chest. No matter where he was going, left or right, he was gonna have 3. Because my rule is, if I ever had to pull that thing out on you, you catch him 3. Thank God that day, the safety was up. And I don't know how. It was like I said, it was God, because I keep the safety down because I'm the safety. So, safety was up. Thank God the mere presence of the firearm deterred him. Look, I'm saying. But thank God the mere presence of the firearm deterred him. He ran. You know, it was all good. Had I would have shot him, and I didn't have my I didn't have my license. I didn't have my license. Which I still would have been good because in Texas, I think we passed constitutional carry, and I was in my vehicle. And even if it wasn't constitutional carry at the time, you can still have your firearm in your vehicle. And counsel doctrine extends to our vehicle as well. So I would have had that. However, I have insurance and I have my license. If I didn't have either, of course, I'll have to fight the state of Texas. And even though I probably would have been proven justified, then I have to go fight a civil case with this person's cousin, brother, sister, twice removed from the family, coming because some lawyer heard about the case and they went up to him, hey, you want to make some money? So I would have had to fight that. So I would have probably been hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt just defending myself because jackass wouldn't jump in my car.
Real quick, if you've been asking about the America hat, that's the one where the I, see here, in the America is a cartridge, because that little piece of brass is the whole reason an American citizen stands in a different relationship to his government than almost anybody else on the planet. I'm putting a link in the description section so you can go ahead and check it out and see all the different styles and colors that we have in this hat. Now, bottom line, this one doesn't wrap up in a bow, and I'm not going to force it to. So, let me know what you think in the comments. And as always, stay ready. One thing's for certain and 2 things are for sure. Politicians and tech giants don't want gun content to be recommended to you. And we're all fighting this culture war together. Now, you can help do your part by liking, commenting, subscribing to the channel, but most importantly, sharing this video with at least one person. Together we can...
Surveillance footage catches a woman simply walk out of a Metro Market in Shorewood, Wisconsin.
I didn't mean to go to this one. I meant to go to the other react. There you go. Where is it? Playlist. React. No. Alright. So, we got that. Now, I saw this from a different channel, but somebody else did a react on this, which is freaking crazy. So, we have a situation where at first glance, I felt bad for this woman. But as you can see, 12 years without the snooky, and then he cheated. Well, I think he cheated a long time ago, because you're going to see the results from the said affair. But This is one of them situations I would never justify cheating. I think cheating is wrong in almost any given situation. However, I understand. Hey, Nova, what's up? Notch. There's also specific programs you can pay monthly fee to have a lawyer trained gun law attorney. Yes, yeah. I have firearms legal protection. That's the one I go to. They had a deal with my training class or the class that I went to. Mine's is only like $20 a month, and yeah, pretty much I think I'm covered to like up to like $1.5 million. They bum me out as fast as possible. I got an actual good lawyer and not a state representative. They also go and get my firearm out. Because of course, once you shoot somebody, the police confiscate your firearm, to do run tests and all that stuff, whatever. Or if they just one of them gun grabbing states, they just collected one less gun on the streets. Never mind all the criminals and all the gangbangers. But I mean, hey, whatever. But yeah. You expect what not said, you can pay a small fee and you can have a lawyer that specifically deals with firearms and stuff like that. They'll get you out of prison and stuff. In the event you have to hopefully in self-defense pop somebody. So back to here. Man, I never justify cheating. I think you should break up in the situation. However, if you lock a person out of sex, don't be surprised if they cheat. I would never justify it, but I understand the reason why somebody cheated. So let's see what goes on here.
What's your name?
Hi,
What's your question?
My name is Renee, and I've been married since 2000.
Hang on. I think this that same. I remember that face. I think this that girl that we was doing a reaction to. It was a reacception. If it's that same one, I'm not gonna help her. I'm gonna go to a different. I'm gonna go to a different person. So I think this is that girl who pretty much just puts her face in the corner and don't say nothing throughout the whole damn video.
2007. My husband and I were just told in March that he has an 11-year-old child. Now, yes, and I forgave my husband, of course, and the child is innocent.
If she's the same one I'm thinking of, you're gonna see in this. You know what? No, we're gonna let this play. We're gonna let this play because you're gonna see an example to where I justify a copyright strike. If she just only has her picture in this goddamn thing and don't say anything, this in my opinion constitute stealing somebody's content. Because you're not really transforming it. You just got your picture on the screen. It's like somebody taking this video and then putting their watermark on it and saying, "Oh yeah, this is my video because my watermark is on it." No, this doesn't work. This doesn't work.
But he wants the child to come and live with us now.
Pulling the DMs.
So I don't know how I really feel about that. So I'm kind of confused, like,
Okay.
And
let me shut up. I had to yap about that for a second, so let me start over. I'm sorry.
He has an 11-year-old child. Now, yes, and I forgave my husband, of course, and the child is innocent, but he wants the child to come and live with us now. So I don't know how I really feel about that. So I'm kind of confused, like, she's 11.
Do anybody else have initial thoughts here?
I mean,
Yeah, in this situation, well, because I know what happened. Yeah, if you're in a situation to where somebody has a child, I mean, yeah, it'd be more sense to have the child live with you. Well, I need to get back to your studies for your exams. But all right, good luck with your exams, man. Good luck with your exams. Thank you for coming through.
That child was conceived in 2014, and we both just found out about it. So
now, question. Did you just find out about that infidelity?
That too.
You know, here's the thing. Before we get into this, I think that part is the...
Now, had this would have been a situation to where she was putting out, the marriage was good, everything was A-okay, I will be 100% on her side, you know what I'm saying? Because she was doing what she was doing to, you know, have a healthy marriage, and he stepped out and did what he did. So I will be on her side. But given the fact that she wasn't putting out, especially for 12 freaking years, it's one of them situations where, yeah, it sucked, but I mean, what did you expect?
Part that hurts the most is because, okay, I get it, it happened, but we wouldn't have been caught off guard if you were honest. And sometimes you leave our covenant unprotected when you keep secrets. Because here's the thing, you're trying to bury this secret, but you happen to now bury a child. And let me tell you this, what's the math on that? 2015? Niggas had Instagram. Let me tell you what I do. Fellas, am I the only person?
12 years. Yes, you heard that correct. She did not put out for 12 freaking years. And then you want to get mad. Well, this was beginning, so I want to say that this was probably roughly within the year, because she said it was born in 2014. I want to say probably this roughly within a year or two that she stopped having sex with him. So, yeah, if you stop giving your man, when inside poom poom, it becomes hard to get. You make it easy for outside poom poom to come in.
To do this, if y'all have sex with a woman, you kind of keep tabs of her page for the next 3-4 months. Make sure no belly pop up. Am I the only person? Okay, ain't nobody feeling like being honest today. So what I'm saying...
Nah, I'm gonna be honest. If I have... I use protection and all that stuff because, like, I ain't trying to have no accidentals. I want to actually be married and, you know, impregnate my wife. So when I have intercourse outside of that, I make sure I use protection. But in the event if there's an accident, you're goddamn right I'm stalking that Instagram page. Making sure there's nothing coming. Hey, you taking this plan B? You was an accident? Oh, no. but we love you, Sam. We love you. We're happy you're here.
Is in this day and age, it's kind of hard to not see that somebody got pregnant.
My siblings were too. Damn. Hang on now. Okay, who's the oldest? Who are you the oldest, Sin, or one of your siblings is the oldest? Because look, if one of them was the oldest, and then two, I'm sorry, after two, well, really after one, they wasn't accidents. I'm sorry, one of your parents is lying. Hang on, right quick. Let me go get my Let me get my coffee and my food. Sorry about that, chat. I'm back. Oh, you said, okay. Oh, so you're the middle child. There's 3 of us. And I was the booty call accident. No! Your daddy was a Rolling Stone. Where he relayed his pipe, that's where he called his home. I'm saying.
I think that it's very important that the child lives with their father in the house that he is about to live in, because you need to kick his ass out.
One too.
I think that he can go and parent and do his own thing. See, unless you have had to raise someone else's child, I have. It is not easy watching the face of the man you love on a child that is not yours. It take a different type of strength. I did it because I have a child, and that was my child's sibling. Do you have children with him?
Let me be honest. If I found out my wife cheated on me, and of course that belly is starting to grow, yeah, you moving in with the homie you cheated on me with, cause yeah, I ain't raising another man's child. Nope. I'm getting them divorce lawyers, and good luck, baby girl. I hope he's ready to take you in, because this home is no longer your home. No, I ain't raising another man's child. Nope. Especially one that was being conceived under my marriage. Fuck no.
No.
Girl, come home late. It seems you get to get out scot-free. You get to get out scot-free. You don't need to know him now. Because the hard part about finding out that somebody cheated on you a long time ago, I feel robbed, because we never would have made it this far had I known. If I would have found out 11 years ago that you was out here dogging me like this, sleeping with someone unprotected, which ultimately puts my life and my health at risk, we wouldn't have had these last 11 years.
Exactly what she said. But it's a little bit more different from a woman to a guy. Because a woman, you'll know that she cheated if, the dude that she cheated with, put the cake mix into the oven. You will know. It's harder for a man, because a man can step out, do what he do, and then, like Buddy said, we sucking that page, make sure that belly ain't growing. With a woman, nah, it's a little different. If dude slipped up and put the ingredients into the oven, and now we got something baking, we're gonna know in that instant, unless she goes and get an abortion or something like that. But there's the little signs. But if I don't know you cheated on me, yeah, we ain't making it past this point. That's my number one non-fucking negotiable. No cheating whatsoever. If you cheat on me, the relationship is over.
So now I gotta think that for the last 11 years, you have woken up every day and decided to lie in my face. For the last 11 years, you have kept this secret from me and came to the bed with me like nothing was wrong. You're capable of lying to me.
Okay, 3 minutes. I don't know. If this was my content at this moment, I kind of would have struck her ass. This is 3 minutes of my content, and she has not reacted to. The only thing she done was put her face on this thing and just, oh my, oh. I guess SS Sniper Wolf is taking classes on how to steal content, huh?
Every single day that you came home, what does my next 11 years with you look like? What does my next 11 years with you look like?
Did you have anything, Lance?
We know who the favorite is.
Appreciate it. When did you find this information out?
The month of March, my husband and I found out that there was a child born. The lady says she's been looking for him for 11 years, so.
Well, I mean, look, if you gonna stay in this marriage, that's what comes with it. Y'all got a child to raise. Now you have a child.
Hold on. Y'all disagreeing with the...
I'm saying, Remy, in this instance, this was justified as a copyright strike in this instant right here. Yep. As I said, she went to the school of SS Sniper Wolf. At least Sniper Wolf said, oh my God, look at that. Oh my God, they're sitting on the stage talking about a man that's cheated. Oh my God. Oh my God, 11 years? Taking pointers from Denims. Hell, at least Denim say a word or two. It's been 4 minutes and this woman ain't said shit. And look. Oh, she only got 452. Goddamn. So she already met the requirement for monetization. She only missing 48 subscribers. Goddamn. You know what, chat? I ain't saying shit for the rest of the goddamn video. Nah, I'm fucking with you.
This man, but he clearly said if you're choosing to stay in the marriage. And I agree with that, Lance, because if you're choosing to stay, so I don't know if I would stay, but if you're choosing to stay, here's when
I ain't staying. As soon let me find out you even entertaining another guy. Nope.
You one more.
What do you mean? No, I'm just saying he made a mistake. It wouldn't be a mistake I would make, but now I do give him props for wanting to raise his child now that he knows about this child. But you got the decision to make. I mean, he stepped out on you.
I'm gonna ask this one more contextual question. So now it makes me think that this was some random trip to whatever city. It happened in a random hotel. Maybe they didn't even know each other's names and stuff. Is that the case?
They met, and he said that it happened 2 times.
2 times. So it was
with her.
She finally said a word, and I barely heard it.
And that's the only time he has ever cheated in his relationship.
No.
Listen, I'm gonna be real with you. The hardest part.
I'm telling you, those glasses, those big ass ugly glasses, if they don't have a septum ring, those big ass ugly ass glasses are the next thing to look out for. That's one of the first things I tell someone in a relationship. I don't have many non-negotiables, but loyalty is one of them. No second chances. Exactly. Cheating is my number one non-negotiable. If we're just friends, then yeah, we're going to do what we're going to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to ask you no questions. Don't ask me no questions. Just make sure you don't bring me back nothing that's going to, make me burn. Or, like I said, pregnancy things. But like I said, I use protection. So if you're pregnant, I know damn well it ain't my child. Oh, and got to be comfortable with plan B. Because like I said, if there is an accident, if you ain't comfortable with plan B, we ain't smashing.
About forgive.
And look, how the way things going now, I'm going to have to start making folks sign contracts. And it's not going to be an NDA just saying, look, you agree to plan B. Females will tell you they'll agree and then switch that shit up real fast. Look, baby girl, I don't live on the 3rd floor for no reason. So it's either plan B or that's going to be a lot of sets of stairs you got to go down. I'm joking, Twitch. I'm joking.
A cheater is oftentimes they wouldn't have been honest if they didn't get caught. And it's like however many times you know of, times that by 10 or 15. Because here's the thing. It would be nice if once somebody got caught, they just poured their feelings out. But a lot of times, I'm only going to take credit for the ones you caught me in. And this one, go ahead. What was you about to say?
So, my husband said because I cut him off into...
It's a fire escape. No, those for emergencies. Wink, wink.
2014, the sex. He's weak. That's how come that happened. He had...
Oh, you cut him off.
Context is very important here.
And that's fine.
Context is
play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
No, what are you talking about?
You know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about.
Okay, hold on, time out. When you say cut off, how long was this cut offness?
2014.
To how long?
Oh, wait. Because she said the child was... Didn't she say earlier the child was born in 2014? Let me see. Let me where are we at right here? We're at 6:02. I mean 6:12.
My husband and I were just told in March that he has an 11-year-old child. Now, yes, and I forgave my husband, of course, and the child is innocent, but he wants the child to come and live with us now. So I don't know how I really feel about that. So I'm kind of confused. Like, you know, she's 11.
You
But
know,
I'm
do
sorry.
anybody else have initial thoughts here?
Was the video this year? Yeah, I think the video was this year.
I mean,
The child was conceived in 2014, and we both.
Okay. So, Buddy has probably been, because she said she was conceived. No, conceived. So it happened. It happened in 2014. So yep, it lines up. What was that? We was at 6:12.
Cutoffness.
2014.
To how long?
Now.
Hold on.
context
Nigga still
is
dry.
very fucking important.
Yep, born in 2015. Yep. So she cut him off from the poom poom. We don't know how long, but he's been trying to get, because some dudes, they don't wait. They immediately go to somebody else, and then some dudes, they at least try. So we don't know. All we know, for whatever reason, she cut him off, and then he went to another woman.
Hold on. So hold on. Time out. So from 2014 to now, he's got no cookies.
This marriage been over. You talking about what should I do? Nigga, it ain't shit left to do.
Yeah, yep. The moment Look, women, I gotta stop doing this. If we're fucking up, let us know where we fucking up, and let's have the conversation. Right? If we gotta go get counseling or whatever. You don't just cut a dude off and then expect nothing not to happen. And same thing for males, because there's be situations on Caleb Hammer's show, which, I gotta add that in, because that was a special. That was something that crazy that popped off on his show with the last episode. Dudes, there are some dudes that cut their women off, and if you cut your woman off from sex and she goes get it from another guy, you can't be mad. Like I said, I don't justify cheating. Never would justify cheating. However, I understand why it happens.
You know what you should do? Hold on. Listen. Child support is coming. Be faster. Call 1-800-TOP-DOG. Get you a lawyer, a little alimony situation, and go on about your business.
Okay, let's address this. Let's address that part of it. Now, all right, can we have an intellectual conversation here? We all understand no one can make another person step out. We all understand that. We all understand there's no excuse for cheating. But,
come on, my nigga.
What, Trill, what's up?
Look, man, we got to be honest about things here, man. And at the end of the day, the relationship ended when you decided to weaponize sex. We not supposed.
What was that a sponsor? No, I don't think so. You talking about my laptop right here? You talking about my laptop? No, it's not my sponsor. It's, well, technically, yes. But since we're here, if you need energy or you need some nice tea, you can use code Spydr-Bro at both Poggers and Dragon's Treasure. Get you an energy boost and give you some nice, great tea. Oh, when he said to call an alimony lawyer, probably. No, I don't think so. Let me see.
But,
Come on, my nigga.
What, Trill, what's up?
Look, man, we got to be honest about things here, man. And at the end of the day, the relationship ended when you decided to weaponize sex. We not supposed to do that. You ain't gonna hold sex away just because you mad at him. 12 years.
Okay, so with withholding this sex. Now let's be real. Was it a health thing or it was a health thing?
The thing is, spirits. I'm not going to. I mean, I asked for a divorce. He doesn't want to give it. I put him out.
What up, Hawk?
He keeps finding a way to come back because I love him. You understand? But I cut the sex off because of I just cannot.
So
of the what? So it wasn't a medical situation. Was it a big argument? What?
Oh, so y'all married on paper?
Yes, married by paper.
So why are you even considering raising his child? Let me tell you why. Let me why I say this. This is sounding from just the 33 minutes that we talked, and I'm gonna be real with you. It doesn't seem like you have a wifely type love for this man.
I do.
Nope.
Huh? If you did, we would be here in this situation. I'm confused.
I do. I just want
She definitely deserves a copyright strike.
to have sex with him because I don't trust him.
And
you
okay,
should show
Kitty,
them you already want to
did
take
anybody,
these. You should say in public.
Go ahead, Kira.
So, you ain't got no dick in the last 11 years?
Before she answers, chat. Before she answers. If she says no, she is 100% lying. No way on God's green earth, unless she just became some type of religious woman to which, yeah, that ain't likely. She's cheating too. They both cheating. She just feel bad about it. If you don't trust him, then why are you with him? Exactly. Just not from that dude. Exactly. She's getting piped down by somebody else. It's one of them situations to where probably the husband is still paying for the bills, taking care of the household. It just other homie down the street piping her down.
She ain't got no dick.
I respect my vows to my husband.
She lying her ass off. Because if she respected her vows, she would be sexually intimate with her husband. She is lying her ass off.
I respect my vows to me. I respect me as a woman and as a wife to him.
There we go. Right there.
That's 11 years?
She ain't got no dick.
I respect my vows to my
now
husband.
she's deflecting,
I respect my vows to me. I respect me as a woman.
I respect my house. I respect me as a woman. You know she said that first, right?
Respect my vows to my husband. I respect my vows to me. I respect me as a woman and as a wife to him. So no, I don't desire sex like that.
Even if you don't desire sex like that, even if you were what they say asexual, I think that's what it is, to where you don't really care for sex. If you know your partner, which is your husband, cares for sex, even though you too much don't care for it, you don't really have a need for it, you will still have sex because you know that's what your partner wants. That's what your partner needs. So yeah, you might not be in the mood for it, but you will still put out, because if she is truthful to what she's saying, she respect her vows and her husband, she would have been putting out. The fact that she cut him off, she's lying. I wish you had a gothic mermaid song.
Really do love my husband.
No, you don't. If you loved him, you would have been putting out.
And I want things to work. As he said, he wants things to work with me, but...
Everybody look to your left, right, say shh. All right, Kira, what's your final thoughts?
My final thoughts is you have not been sexually active with this man in over a decade. He been out of this marriage. He probably got a whole nother situation across town that you don't know about. And at that point, come to you for the emotional labor of help me raise this baby I made. Give it 2 years, you finna find out about 3 more kids.
I say this too. Just because you're afraid to leave don't make you loyal. And a lot of times we try to hide behind that, right? I stayed here through 10, 12 years of him not making the changes that I wanted his ass to make. And then you find some kind of honor in that, and it ain't. Because just like you tried to get his ass to leave, you know.
Oh, and by the way, notice she never answered the question when she originally asked her, so you've been going 11 years without no other penis and without no other tip? She never answered the question. Like, not said, she deflected.
You know what you could have did?
Left.
Exactly. So at the end of the day, we got to...
She did left. She did leave. Not fully.
Stop playing out here. The fact is, we afraid to leave the situation because this is our normal. We've been married since, you said, 07.
What up,
That's
Donnie?
a long fucking time. This is my routine.
Oh shit! You landed the job for next week. Let's fucking go! Let me get the alert. Let me get this sound alert. Let me do it. Please work for me, you bastard. Congratulations on the job. Let's go! W's in the chat for Dunny. He landed the job. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Let's go, bro. W's.
This is my normal, and I'm afraid to leave. We can't try to put him on a cross and crucify him for a marriage that ended a long fucking time ago.
Ladies, and I need y'all not to lie. When I say that, Lance, they about to lie. You can't make up answers. You can't be like, well, I just would have left. No, this is the question. If you've been married for the...
You'll get it, Rami. You'll get it, bro.
...last 12 years, and your husband, his dick do work. He just put you on dick restriction for 12 years. Now you can't... The answer ain't leave. You can't... No, you can't leave. Answer this question. Are you getting dick somewhere else?
As they all said, they all told the truth. They all didn't lie. They all told the truth. At one point, if your partner is breaking up, okay, no, they locked it down to a marriage. But let's take marriage out of the equation. At one point, if both of you guys are sexually intimate and both are having sex, and then one person decides, yeah, I'm just gonna cut it off for whatever reason. They just said outside of a medical condition. Let's put that forward. Outside of a medical condition, they just cut off the sex. They just cut off the poom poom. I'm breaking up with you. What the hell are we doing? Because if we were sexually intimate, especially if we was having, sex on a regular, or, maybe like once a week or something like that, I don't know. But if we was having sex on a regular and then it just stops, you're goddamn right I'm going somewhere else. Hell you mean?
All right. Thank you for your question.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Nah, help him raise that kid. You love him. Y'all probably just like partners. That's it. Y'all probably ain't romantic. Man, do life together. Fuck it. It is what it is. Nah, I'm saying she happy there. She
ain't left.
Oh,
Now you say something. Now, ma'am. It's been 11 minutes and 29 seconds, and now you pause the video? Now you say something where we can actually hear you? Yeah, I'll be talking to Cindy. Okay, I'm saying. You think people would do that, just cheat and lie? Yes, people would cheat and lie. There are situations to where maybe they're benefiting from the partner one way or another. Maybe it'd be a place to stay. Maybe it's money. Maybe it's convenience. Maybe it's all types of reasons why people will stay and cheat on somebody versus leaving. Maybe they're not confident in themselves and they don't think they can get another person, so they go out and do what they do, and then they don't want to break up with that person because, you know, yeah, I'm getting it from somewhere else, but I don't know if this situation is locked down. I don't know if something were to happen with my relationship, I can immediately go to this one. Yeah, if this was my content, her money would be mine. I'm saying.
All I see is a woman that is confused. She is so confused because you say you want to divorce him, but at the same time you say he keeps coming back because you love him. You want to divorce him, you still love him, you still want to help him raise his kids. You say you love him, but you've not given him sex in the last 12 years. Please, how?
I think she said 12, but the caption thinks she said 2.
Ow. I think as women we should do better, because tell me why.
If I want to go out with another woman or guy, I'm allowed to. Same for Tweety. We're very open about. But see, that's something that y'all communicated with. Even and even though I disagree with open relationships or polygamy, that's something that both parties came to, sat down at the table, and agreed to. So that works for y'all, because y'all actually had that conversation. There's no, I'm just going to dip on out and I ain't going to say nothing. No, she knows about your affairs, you know about her affairs. Y'all probably have some ground rules and y'all sticking by those ground rules. So that's the situation that works. This is like cheating and, oh yeah, by the way, I got a kid. Speak up, lady, I'm saying. Other person is low, I'm saying. I hear the African accent, I immediately know the angle she's gonna pick. Exactly, my brother was the opposite he did without having that discussion. Yup.
You are punishing your husband with sex. And not for weeks, for years. Not 1 year, 12 years. 12 years. This is someone that has tasted sex before. It's not like as if it's going to be his first time. He has tasted sex before. And he's legally married. You cannot tell me he's not taking it elsewhere. And even you as a woman, you are taking it elsewhere. You can't say you are loyal to your vow, you are loyal to your husband, and loyal to yourself. For 12 years, for someone that's had sex before. No. I don't believe. I honestly do not believe. I honestly do not believe that she herself is not. She might be using toys. Who knows?
Nah, she ain't using no toys. The toys the other dude that's busting her down.
She might think she's loyal to herself, but she thinks she's loyal by not doing it with human beings. But I feel like she might be using toys, even if she says she's keeping her vows for 12 years. For 12 years, you're not a machine. Blood is running through your body. You have hormones. You have, oh God. No, I don't believe that. Anyway, see you guys in the next video. Do not forget to subscribe.
Well, she did better than the other girl, because the other girl didn't say nothing throughout the whole video. But nah, baby girl, you still deserve a copyright strike, baby. That was damn near the whole video. Yeah, I ain't gonna snitch on you, but yeah.
This video is
all right. Oh, and speaking of side scrollers, I have a cool friend of mine, Lord Rexworth, is gonna be on side scrollers today. So I think they start at 11. They're gonna start right after, a little bit after I cut off, because I'm gonna cut off at 10. If they are streaming at 10, then I'm gonna raid into them. But if not, I'm gonna raid to of course Mama Butt and whoever else is streaming. Knox. Treating it like a YouTube short, but in a long way. I'm saying you, Rex, and Shuni is gonna have a good show. Oh, I wish I was on side scrollers. I wish. Nah. I mean, if you guys go to side scroll and start spamming my name, I think I can get in there. But no. But the day that I do get on side scrollers, oh hell yeah, I'm gonna have a blast. I've met Craig in real life. He's actually a cool ass guy, tall as fuck. tall as fuck, but he is actually a cool guy. I haven't met Alex or Blabs, but yeah. Brightside, Bryce on side scroller. Let's go. I'm saying this is gonna be a good show. Oh, you said Brits. You said Brits. And then Lord Redford, he get to charm him with his amazing voice in a rather peculiar situation. My voice is scruffy. I can't do his voice. But yeah, so check out Lord Rexworth. Actually, let me go ahead and oh shit! I'm just now seeing it. Let me try to run this. Let me try to see if we can fix this. Thank you, CB. Let me save. Let me do this right fast, chat. Let me see if I can fix Nova. Okay. Yes! It worked. It worked. Alright, so let me put, without fucking up this time, I'm gonna do this. Where I'm gonna put you. Cause I can't add, I wish I could add her right here. I'm not using Discord, so let me do this. Okay, whatever we did in 5, that what got her to connect to Twitch. Or I think, yeah, whatever we did in 5, that's what got her to connect. She's still not connecting. But for a little thing that we're working on with me and CB, next I'll work on trying to compress the image for a bit. Okay. Oh, you see, okay, you see some jittery. Okay. So what we're working on, chat, is let me exit this. Make sure I don't break. But
Nova test says Nova event adapter test.
Yep, this is what me and CB is working on. So we're gonna have Nova here reading your redemption, stuff like that. Since I tend to miss the hydrates when it don't pop up on the stream, we gotta back up and we gotta back up. But let me start it.
Nova test says Nova voice adapter test.
Yeah, so pretty much that's what we're getting. We're getting Nova more integrated. So I'm not gonna have a scales or anything like that, but it's just gonna be something that help add to the experience. So let's bring back Crickethy. Where are you, Crickethy? Where is he? The hell? Craig, where you go? I know I didn't exit, I just mini. What the hell? Oh crap. I moved both of them. I'm like, what the hell? Then, okay, so she works, just not hooked up to the redeems. No. Whatever we did at 5, she was hooked up to the redeems. They did pop up. She just wasn't saying them. I was so confused for a hot second since people kept going back and forth calling me Nocta or Nova. Yeah, I'm so sorry, but Nova is my AI or my Chat GPT when I be making my images. So that's why I start calling you Nac. Or not Nac, no, Notch. Yeah, so by the way, you should be add a slight background to the chat when oh, okay, bet. Let me do that. Let me fix that for you guys. For this stream. Where are you? Chat. Where is chat? Chat box. Does this work? All right, chat. Let me know. It's all good. Notch is slowly becoming the norm. All right, bet. So does that work for you guys? Bet. All right. And I got the greatest pause face ever.
It's from a small creator named SE Play, or maybe it's Suplay or C Play. Videos called "Do Woke Games Actually Sell? The Numbers Don't Lie." I think we all know the answer to this, but I wanted to see this video.
But just in case we don't know, no, they don't. They've been a failure. That's why they take it over games that people generally love. Because when they make their own games, Dustborn, Concord, it was another one that released South of Midnight. There was another one that released with the other one that released with Dustborn was so unnoticeable that everybody mainly thinks about Dustborn other than that game. But no, woke games does not work. Even the modern audience that they're pandering to do not want these games. But yet they be the main ones talking shit in the event we complain about this or that in the games. They be the main ones spitting, be the main ones, oh, the church don't like this. Yet when games that's made specifically for them comes out, they're not buying it either.
And see exactly if what I think is true is true.
Over the past few years, we've been asking the same question to the gaming industry. Why do game studios really insist on political correctness and DEI on video games? If you ask me,
the modern audience is so
correctness,
modern.
AKA wokeness,
they don't have money. That too. And that's coming from a broke motherfucker. I'm not calling you broke, Hawk. I'm calling myself broke. Depends on where we're calling woke, because there are games with woke themes and woke games are political. True, Donnie, true. Let me separate that. I don't mind games that have woke elements in them, as long as those woke elements are not super prevalent in those situations, because people are going to put in all media, in all forms of creativity, people are going to put something of their beliefs one way or another inside their art, inside their craft. They're going to slide it in some way, somehow. When it comes to one of those, oh, I see what you did there moments, I don't care for those moments, because you gave me a story, you gave me gameplay, you gave me something, and yeah, you slid it in there. It's one of them, okay. Or it's one of them, blink and you mix it. I think Warframe is a good example. Yeah, I heard the developers of Warframe are as left as all being, but not only are they making a good quality video game, because no matter which way you look at it, a lot of people love that game. And even when I played it, I had fun. The gameplay is good. The gameplay is fun. I said the gameplay is good. It's fun. Story, I don't quite understand. I just want to shoot shit and blow shit up. And goddamn, the cheeks on some of them frames. Oh, Lord. Woo!
In the gaming industry,
I like this guy already. I don't know who he is, but I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna subscribe.
Failing, there are giant layoffs, studios are closing down. There are too many examples. Concord, Dragon Age, The Vanguard, Star Wars Outlaws, The Last of Us, Part 2, Saints Row 2022, Forspoken, Assassin's Creed Shadows. The list goes on. But there are always two sides to a story. We say wokeness is ruining video games, and there's other side that says we need wokeness and DEI in games and movies.
No, we don't.
Which says right now, we can always use another Asian on our show. Maybe I should reach out to this guy and see if he's interested in coming on the show.
Let's look at the numbers and see.
Hey, Craig, what about another black, since we're going there, what about another black VTuber? My DMs is always open. Like Bayonetta, Elden Ring are games with woke themes, and Saints Row, the new reboot, is political woke. What Elden Ring and Bayonetta, what woke elements were in those games, if you don't mind me asking, Dunny?
Which side makes...
It's a genuine question. I'm not going to pull an Asmongold and pull you in front of chat. Just having the conversation.
It's a more solid argument. How many copies did this game sell? Which games were successful despite wokeness? And most importantly, does wokeness help sell more games?
No, it doesn't. We all know the answer to this. No, it never has. No, it never will. The people who are championing this do not have the money to support it. They are all paper tigers. That's it. All paper tigers.
Or not.
I agree with
First, let's take a look at The Last of Us Part 2. The biggest game in all of the games I'm going to talk about today.
This one
when
went
people
crazy.
ask me what my favorite...
It's sold because people were hyped up on The Last of Us 2. The Last of Us 1 was such a great, phenomenal game. Uh-oh. Somebody. Running Lord, thank you for the subscribe. Thank you. No, it has followed on Twitch. Thank you. Why didn't it not go off? Not Nova. She's not really connected. But why didn't it go off? I fixed that thing. Thank you for the follow on Kick. Thank you. Yeah, but why didn't my see why my theme not going off, man? Alert box is on. I love my champion B. Come on. What? I'm getting cooked over here, man. Come on. I'm going to have to manually play it. Thank you for the follow, Running Lord. Thank you. I know Bayonetta is a girl power fantasy where the heroine is empowered by showing off her body and showing up the male characters. I wouldn't necessarily call that woke, though. I see where you're going with that, but I wouldn't necessarily call that... Well, I wouldn't say that's a woke element. But showing up the male characters, yes and no. She does show up the male characters, but it's not in your face. It's not one of those in your face, I'm better than you, stuff like that. It's just she's a powerful being. Because the bartender, if there's a secret boss fight, if we fight the boss tender, I said tender, the bartender, he actually beats your ass. It's like you go from playing a rather semi-hard game to Dark Souls with that dude. I heard he gets up in your ass real good. And yeah, they even made a sex joke in there. Even the own game makes a sex joke. Fighting that boss or how much he fucks you. No. We're not saying Bayonetta is woke. We was discussing that it had woke elements into it, because you can have a great game that has woke elements, and then you have a game that's just flat out just woke. I don't mind games that have woke elements into it. Like I was complaining about it, but I think Call of Duty 4 it's going to be a good game. I just hate the fact that, again, the squad either is led by a woman, or at some point we're being led by a woman. It's like, come on now, let's not keep doing this. Come on now, come on. Elden Ring has a lot of the undertones of gender, specifically gay incest, with Morhai defiling Moquilla, and Moquilla is a Radian being weird relationship, although not explicitly sexual. Okay, I got you. And Cinerette, yeah, I hate games that focus too much on one thing and forgets about all the other elements that makes it a great game. That right there too. That right there, I agree with both Dunny and Cinerette. That right there. You, like I said, you can have those type of elements in the game, but let's not make that be the main focus. It's always the insecure women. That too. There was no need to make Mary Jane that ugly, bruh. And then you see one of the developers like, oh, this bitch.
Favorite game is, I still say The Last of Us Part 1. No doubt about it. But then...
Oh, back on that because I can't be real. The main reason why The Last of Us Part 2 was so successful, despite the leak of Joel dying, was because how successful The Last of Us 1 was. Great story, great gameplay. They built hype. Even the DLC, even though the DLC explored Ellie being gay, and they even had the scene where Joel's homie was gay because of the magazine Ellie stole. That was just, a little bit of fun and a little bit of tease and all that stuff. But The Last of Us 2 was all about that. And then you have this brawly looking female in a apocalyptic. I say I can't even talk right now. I need more coffee. You have this swole, brawly looking chick in the apocalyptic setting where, baby girl, how the hell you getting all that protein to fuel them muscles? Post-apocalyptic, yes. Post-apocalyptic. I cannot talk right now. So don't make fun of me, chat. Baby girl, how you feeding the muscles? How you feeding all the muscles? And then how the way they did Joel. See. Ooh, let me rant. I know how to fix The Last of Us. See, The Last of Us 2 wouldn't have been The Last of Us 2. It would have been The Last of Us Part 3. How I would have did it? The girl that kills Abby, that's her name. The girl that kills Joel. The Last of Us Part 2 would have been her story. It would have had all the flashbacks that was in Part 2 would have been the actual game. You actually play through that. You build a relationship with Abby, and you go through everything, and you get her side of the events. And then at the end of the game, you come to find out that your father was the father that Joel killed. Boom. That's how I would have did it. Now, you have a relationship with Ellie, and you have a relationship with Abby. Who is more justified in Part 3? Is it Abby, who literally had her father killed? Or is it Joel, who killed her father to save his new adopted daughter, in a sense? She stole all the steroids. Yep. She got all the roids in the basement. And then Part 3, I would have done it differently in Part 3. Joel and Ellie would still have been fighting, but because Ellie is pushing Joel away, some way, somehow, I forgot how I was going to have it where Abby meets Joel, but Joel wouldn't be stupid and say his name. He will go under an alias. And him and Abby would start to build a relationship because him and Ellie are fighting. And then one night, Abby was gonna go meet up Joel. They was gonna have a, probably a chill night. Go like by the lake or something like that, or just kick it. But Abby and Ellie and Joel are arguing, and Ellie doesn't know that Abby is overhearing them argue. And she accidentally says Joel's name out loud. That's how Abby finds out, oh shit, this is Joel. And we're going to have a little conflicted over there. Is Abby going to stick to her original plan and kill Joel because Joel killed her father? Or can she forgive him? Of course not. She's going to kill him. But it's going to be in a more epic way. It's not going to be a golf club to the head or stuff like that. It's going to be more of an epic way. Then you get both sides. That's how I would have done it. And then you have multiple endings where either you kill Abby or Abby kills Ellie, or you have the peaceful split, or as peaceful as you can get it. I don't know on that part. I'm working that out, but that's how I would have did it. Good to you.
Part 2 ruined it.
I'm sorry. I just need to get this guy saying, no doubt about it.
No doubt about it.
I just want that as a clip on our channel because that's awesome.
I almost
Part
picked the damn
2
copy
ruined it. Naughty Dog absolutely stamped on my love for the series when they created Abby.
On the ground.
Let me just
How'd she get all them damn muscles? Look at that.
ask you this. How did she
Wait, we playing Brock Lesnar's daughter. God damn.
get so big in the apocalyptic world? I go to the gym 3 times a week and I am nowhere near as big as her. I just don't think Abby Zanetti. So Abby killed Joe in most disrespectful way, and then we had to play as her because Naughty Dog made her one of the protagonist characters. Who created
Made her tall as hell and all that shit, bro.
It's one of the most beloved characters in
They don't pull the Black Widow with Taskmaster. They grabbed the man and just put Abby's face on top of it. They could have gave Abby a more feminine body, just made her more fit than Ellie.
The entire gaming industry, only to have him killed in the most horrifying, disrespected way, and then make players play as the
Get over here, bro.
That is pretty psychotic when you really think about that.
Come at me, bro.
It's an incredibly weird, almost serial killer style thing. Like, look, you're going to murder somebody extremely beloved, and then you need to play as the killer. And they're supposed to be the hero. That's pretty messed up.
We're talking about a woman, possibly on roid, sleeping with her ex-boyfriend who has a pregnant girlfriend. I'm sorry.
Heyo.
Sorry, but whoever designed this has to be a psychopath because I do not see any empathy with fans here. Some people might say, you're wrong, said Play, because The Last of Us
I've seen very muscular women and still more feminine than Abby. I'm saying.
That was a big success.
But even in that scenario, we live in a timeline where those muscles can be supplemented with protein and stuff like that. This is a post-apocalyptic. Why can't I say it there? Goddamn. Why can't I say it? Brain. Why you know work? Why you know work, brain? Where she's gonna get the resources to fill those muscles? Because even somebody that big is gonna lose weight in that type of setting. I feel a better word for games I'm talking about is progressive. Another classic game with progressive values is Silent Hill 3. Okay, I see what you said. I see where you're going with, Donnie. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to say this right now.
Post-apocalyptic. I still fucked it up, but it's better than what I was going to say earlier.
You know, when it comes to what he's talking about here, yes, Last of Us 2 was a massive success. And we know why. Because Last of Us 1 was a massive success. Had they started Last of Us 2 where Last of Us 1 started, Last of Us 2 would not have sold. Last of Us 2 was a success because of Last of Us 1. That's why.
The Last of Us Part 2 had an incredibly strong launch. It sold more than 4 million copies in just 3 days, making it the fastest selling PS4.
Sorry, chat. Let me make my coffee. I thought I was going to be there and back, but my coffee machine ran out of water. I'm not going to be her son to have my chair watch the chat. I mean, not watch the chat, have my chair watch the stream. Last of Us 1, Last of Us rolled the cocktails a little too hard. It was a good game. It was fun. I'm not gonna lie. It was fun.
Or first party exclusive at the
And the gameplay is good in The Last of Us 2. The gameplay is phenomenal. I didn't play it because I hate what they did with Joel, but I watched other people play it. The gameplay is phenomenal. All they had to do which is not do what they had did with Abby. And The Last of Us Part 2 would have been a no-brainer. It would have straight crushed it. I was talking about 2. Oh, okay. The Last of Us 2 1 rolled the cocktails of a little too hard. Yeah.
Time. However, its sales growth slowed significantly after that explosive start. According to the last official figure released by Naughty Dog, The Last of Us Part 2 had sold more than 10 million copies by the spring of 2022. In other words, 4 million copies were sold during the first 3 days, while roughly 6 million additional copies were sold over the following 21 months.
Okay, let's hear what he has to say about The Last of Us Part 1, because there's going to be that initial spike and then the tail off. It's just a matter of how quickly, if the tail off just drop off a cliff or if it's a slow decline. Be interested to hear what happened with Last of Us Part 1.
As Part 1, including the PS3 version and the PS4 remaster, had sold more than 20 million copies by 2019.
Now, that looks like, I think that's Abby, but if that's...
PS4 remaster had sold more than 20 million copies by 2019.
Yeah, that looks like Abby. Earlier, you would have thought that was Joel. How big she is. You would have thought that was Joel. No, that's Abby.
So the power of The Last of Us Part 1 boosted the sales of the Part 2 at the beginning, but with all the backlash and disappointment, the sales dropped.
See, look at... Oh, damn. But look how that gameplay is. That's actual gameplay. That's what I want. That's what I need. That high stressful tension when you're fighting two people, and it's more realistic and it's less. Oh, we're gonna wait one at a time and stuff like that. It's like, nah, shit can really pop off. You can really get jumped
fast. It was successful, yes, but if The Last of Us Part 2 created characters and story that us players could sympathize with, I am sure the sales would have been much, much higher.
In Abby's defense, I'm pretty sure her dad was black.
And you have goodwill when you have a masterpiece.
And one that could give us the black people.
You have not this people going in and they're going to buy it because they enjoy the first one so much. I don't think they've announced The Last of Us Part 3.
And she got that ability going. I know Naughty Dog actually put much better thought into this. Oh, that would have been funny though. That would have been funny.
Whether it's a totally different story or something that continues the story somehow, I don't think they have, and I think there may be a reason. Maybe I'm wrong. Let me know in the comments if they have announced anything there.
Working on Intergalactic, the Heretic Prophet. But if you look at the trailer, there are 120,000 likes and 320,000 dislikes. So the controversies of The Last of Us Part 2 will probably have negative effect on Intergalactic sales, just as how the first Last of Us gave a strong push to the Part 2 at the beginning. Next game is Saints Row 2022. But
before we get into Saints Row, I know for a fact, like Saints Row in the early 2010s, they made like 3-4 of them, something like that. Three.
They made 3. I never played the Saints Row games, but every time I ran into a homie that's played them, they always said that they're fun. No, it's not. They made 3, and then the other ones were spinoffs because I remember Get Out of Hell and stuff like that. I meant to say that they didn't put much thought into the idea. Oh, no, they didn't. No. They were mainly trying to push an agenda. That's all it was. We're going to chase an agenda. We're going to promote this. We're going to promote that. And I am whamming. Hear me war. It was for bet. Yeah. So I remember Get Out of Hell.
They were actually, it was a very big franchise.
Wait, you mean Saints Row Part 4 and then it was and then they did spin-offs, or like Saints Row 1 through 4 and then the spin-offs, or was 4th one was Get Out of Hell?
It was thought of as like this wonderful GTA open world kind of fun, not clone, but it's just a really fun game. Had a lot of style to it, very colorful. And how they messed it up, man, I don't know.
I call it Saints Row hipster. The 2022 Saints Row reboot was criticized for replacing the violent gangsters and offensive humor with a more diverse group of young hipsters worried about rent and student loans. Let me tell you one thing. I loved Johnny Get from the Saints Row, okay? Because...
Why is that, Asian guy? Why is that?
Bet. Run through for it, then get out of hell. All right, got you. All right, thank you for all that. Thank you. My brain's not working. I need to get my coffee. Brain, no work without coffee. I need at least 2 cups of coffee before my brain starts to function. Maybe 3, because I've been tired. To be fair, everybody loves Gat. Coffee, yes. Abby smashed Joe. Other part. Alright, let me see. What I was gonna do? Oh, yeah. Do I have it? No. Oh, it's over here now, since I have it on the... I thought I put that on all my, Okay, I thought I put that on all of my things, because... Look, here's the thing. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
A Korean actor played him, and Korean blood was flowing in his veins.
Yeah.
And this guy, Kevin, he's obviously the replacement of Johnny, but he ain't my Johnny. He ain't my Johnny. Not only did he turn him into a younger hipster,
this guy's awesome. I love this guy. I hope this guy blows up.
A pansexual, and that he dated men too.
Damn,
I am not saying there's anything wrong with that in real life, but he's a replacement of one of our favorite characters, Johnny Get. What would Johnny Get say?
So make yourself a fucking waffle. We done here.
Damn, I miss Johnny. Critics argued that the developers
I know exactly how you feel, my G. I know exactly how you feel. I still can't say apocalypse or apocalyptic. Oh, now I can say it. Brain works now. Woohoo!
Prioritized. Critics argued that the developers prioritized.
Hey, look at this. We got, like, this guy, me and him, brother from another mother over here, can't speak. You know, not afraid to laugh at himself.
Speaking, no English.
I like this guy a lot. This guy's gonna star on the rise. Let's go.
Inclusivity and safer humor while removing the crude, rebellious personality that made the original series popular.
Right.
The gameplay was also poorly received. Although the character customization was praised, many reviewers described the open world as a repetitive and outdated with weak shooting, boring missions, poor writing, and severe technical problems at launch. An unofficial report estimated that it sold around 1.7 million copies, which was far less than expected, and its developer Volition was later shut down, ending 30-year history of game making.
By the way, 1.7 million copies of 99% of the games sold in the video game industry would be a huge success. Like, I want to put this in perspective. If you sold 1 million copies back in the classic era, the 80s, 90s, you got another release as a...
Asians and blacks have more in common than they do uncommon, believe it or not. No. We do.
Million seller. Like, that's what you saw with Ocarina of Time. A million seller. An additional box that said, 1 million seller on it. Selling 1 million copies of anything is...
Back before... education and the CIA put crack in our neighborhoods and stuff like that. Black families was just as hard on education as Asian families was. Not as hard because shit, They would be proud if the child brought home a 95. Asian fans be like, 95? Why is it 95 and not 100? Get your ass back in that room and study, boy. Black families push for their children to be, you know, doctors, lawyers, entrepreneurs, something, what else? Going to trades and stuff like that. But now we got the shit that we got now. Or I'm sure a few minute break. Oh, welcome back, Yunuka. How's the study going? How's the study going?
Unbelievable, but specifically in the video game industry, that is ridiculous. But 1.3, 1.7, however many it was, that was seen as a big L. That's the problem. That's exactly the problem with the video game industry today.
Not good. Oh no.
Budgets, these expectations are so high and so unreasonable, which is how you get a company that's been doing it for 30 years.
Come through, take your break, and come back at it, bro.
Next, we
it's gonna get better, bro.
The Veil Guard.
Here we go.
Try to enjoy this break while you can.
It's worse than Concord because it's so direct with its messages. The companion Tash comes out as non-binary, and their storyline uses modern terms and discussions about pronouns.
Which is funny because they was trying to make the mother seem like the villain, and they only made Tosh the villain. The mother was legit trying to understand what the hell her dragon them was saying. She was asking questions, so she was legit asking questions. She wasn't being crass, rude, what was it? She wasn't patronizing her or anything like that. She was legit trying to figure out what the hell her daughter them was saying. And yeah, they literally pulled the Family Guy. I just sat down, like I literally just sat down. How do you start a conversation like this? I literally just fucking sat down. That's what they did. And then, why are we talking about them in a world full of magic? You wouldn't think they would find out how to use magic to chop your dick off or give you a dick. I mean, we found out how to breathe fire. Dude, that shit turned me off so badly. Origins was the last good point of Dragon Age game. I played a little bit of it. I remember seeing pictures of Malcolm X marching with the Asians Americans because he wanted civil rights for all. MLK too. I didn't know. We was moving with Asians. That's a fun little history lesson. Let's see. I was watching this game vicariously through someone else, and the mom seemed like she wanted to understand. Exactly. The mom seemed genuine and trying to understand what her child, because I'm gonna stop trying to be funny. What her child was trying to say to her, and they made Tosh look like the villain. I just sat down. Who the hell starts a conversation like that? I'm exactly. Literally just sat down, got the food. By the way, I'm non-binary, huh? The fuck's a non-binary?
That some players felt were unnatural in a medieval fantasy setting.
So I'm non-binary.
Classic. Could you, like, the gold, and I mean that, like, you know, in a sarcastic way. The
literally pulled out the Family Guy meme.
To back between Concord, between Dragon Age, the Veil Guard, and all the other games from like 2022 to 2023 to 2024, 2025. Like, the amount of back-to-back crap slop that had millions of dollars invested in it, that were a result of just this weird woke ideology getting a hold and gripping itself inside these studios and these games. To see them just
Nah, it wasn't. They wasn't grip. It was like a parasite. It was a parasite. It's not.
All these games released back to back to back and just fail over and over and over again. I mean, I think that's really all you need to say about the ideology as a whole. But this guy's doing an excellent job. Loving this.
What does that mean?
It means I don't feel like a man or a woman.
If you are neither a man nor a woman, then what are you?
Non-binary. I just said, and I'm going to use they instead of she from now on.
Yeah, you...
Right there. The mother was trying to figure out what her daughter was trying to explain. Because if you're neither man nor woman, then what are you? And then, I just told you I'm they. Okay. Oh. Right. You need to remove the parasites. Exactly.
Job. Loving this.
What does that mean?
It means I don't feel like I'm
So I'm they. So what does that mean?
a man or a woman.
If you are neither a man nor a woman, then what are you?
Non-binary. I just said. And
I just said I'm non-binary. Bitch, I don't know what the fuck you talking about. I literally just sat down. And I'm here with I'm non-binary. What the fuck?
I'm going to use they instead of she from now on.
Yeah, you idiot. Yeah, you dummy. I just told you what it is. Don't you understand it? I know you never heard of it before, but that's what I am.
What kind of reaction did the developers expect from gamers? Yes, saying the right.
I will tell you exactly what they thought.
The daughter,
they thought
yes.
People would go. They thought Kotaku. They thought Polygon. They thought Kind of Funny Games would go. And that's exactly.
IGN and all the other game reviewers or the game journalists did that.
Exactly what they
Not
did.
the gamers.
While the rest of the world who is not inside this bubble went, who is this guy? What? And that's how you get a failure.
Not only that, they immediately sympathize with the mother because that's the player. That's the player. We don't know what the fuck you're talking about. We don't know what the fuck you're explaining. So we are in the mother's shoes trying to figure out what the fuck is this bitch talking about. So not only we was confused, we sided with the mother because we were the mother. We are the mother in this scenario. Bitch, what are you talking about? I haven't seen your ass since a child or a teenager. Now I see you all grown up. You give me my favorite food, and then the first thing you say is I'm non-binary. What the fuck does that supposed to mean? In a game setting where this type of language is unheard of. It is 0%. Who the fuck? What is a non-binary in this universe? That's like explaining a complicated math problem when somebody asks you a question and responds just by slapping the blackboard, yeah. Or like Asmongold said it, it's like describing a dog to somebody who's never seen a dog and then getting mad when they don't know how to draw that dog that you just explained. Not gonna lie, if I played this game, I would have had killed it off immediately. This character could have just literally used an apple to show her mother what she meant. Even an apple can be confused.
Like Dragon Age Veilguard.
Pronoun is very important. Thank you, Dragon Age Veilguard.
Ron Swanson throwing his computer through the garage.
What the F
garbage.
is this?
That's right. This guy
what
gets
do you think is the more likely reaction? Why would gamers want pronoun lessons from games they pay with their money? We pay money for entertainment, not to learn lessons that has nothing to do with the game. The gameplay also received mixed reviews. Although the action combat was polished and visually impressive, many longtime fans were disappointed by the removal of tactical party control. Combat could become repetitive, enemies were often
Describe the color
durable,
blue
and
without
player
showing the color
choices
blue.
felt
Yup.
limited. EA.
I love the fact that you got this Asian guy. He said he's Korean over here saying all this stuff. Because what can people like Jason Schreier say about guys like this? Oh, he's a chud? No. He's a vehicle for white supremacy? No. He's just a guy who sees this stuff and knows exactly what it is. Crap. And I love that. And they can't be,
did not reveal an exact sales figure. Instead, it reported that the game had reached approximately 1.5 million players during its launch quarter, nearly 50% below the company's expectations. And then there's Concord.
Hey, I got 2 copies of that.
In the gaming history, and another Sony first game like the last.
I should have had bought Concord when I saw that GameStop. I should have bought it. Me and Craig would have been one of the few to have a perfect mint condition Concord game, which is going to be worth millions in a few years.
Last of Us Part 2. I mentioned this game so many times before, so I'm just gonna keep it short. When you see the list of the characters in this game, it's weird that there's not a single blonde white woman in this game. Isn't that weird? Does game and movie industries have something against casting white women? Isn't that weird? Does game and
How the fuck does a robot have he, him? They took it that serious. Now, don't get me wrong, I call Nova her and she and all that. But that's just better to describe it. They legit gave he, him.
movie industries have something against casting white women now?
To my knowledge, only Craig and Dale have a copy.
Interesting right there. It's amazing how that... it's so funny to see this called out because, you know, the thing you heard about this was there's not a single white male. But you flipped it. The Uno card, not a single white woman. What do you think about that?
Next is Assassin's Creed Shadows. This game became controversial because Ubisoft chose...
In a land filled with mainly only Asians, y'all want to go and find the one nigga in that country and then put him front and center. That was the most retarded thing that Ubisoft could ever. Even more retarded than the bullshit they pulled with Black Flag Resync. This was the most retarded shit that they could have done. It would have been more better to have Yasuke as a side character. And what up, Mr. J? It would have been better to have Yasuke as a side character than to have him as a main. Or they could have been the ones that the assassins is taking orders from because he is the only link into Nobunaga. He is, through him, that's how they can get access to, you know, Nobunaga. Then, as we build a relationship with Yasuke, have play as a few missions as Yasuke, show his gameplay, and then boom, Assassin's Creed Shadows or Assassin's Creed, what they call it? As I said, they could have done 3 games out of this. They could have done Gaijin, Assassin's Creed Gaijin, Yasuke's story on how he became samurai or a retainer, however the hell y'all want to do it. Then how he got there. Assassin's Creed Honored shows him as a retainer, as a samurai, however the hell you want to do it. And then Dishonored, the fall of Nobunaga. Have the have the country of Japan blame Yasuke for the fall of Nobunaga and have him, you know, trying to defend himself against, you know, Japanese citizens. Let's not do it like Johnny Somali now. Let's not do it like him. But that would have been a good concept. Or they could have used that to branch off into their own competition with Sucker Punch, the Ghost of Yotei series. They could have called that the Demon of Nobunaga. And they could have that could have been their version or their competition with the Ghost of Tsushima or Ghost of Yotei. The podcast, new Blackstreet ripped this game a new one. Oh yeah, I haven't seen that one, but yeah. To be fair, that was the plot of Afro Samurai, but Afro Samurai was written a lot better. Yeah. Hot take, but brunettes are over blondes. Yeah, I'll take a brunette over a blonde. I'll take a brunette.
Yasuke, a real African retainer of Oda Nobunaga, as one of the 2 playable characters. Critics argue that the series had traditionally used fictional protagonists who naturally represent...
And was Afro Samurai written by Asian homie? Didn't an Asian homie write Afro Samurai? I'm gonna look that up. Yeah. Takahashi Akasaki. All right, Yunuka, good luck on your studies, brother. I hope it gets better, man. Yep. An Asian homie roll Afro Samurai.
The setting, while real historical figures appeared as supporting characters.
And did
because
it much
of this,
better.
Many saw the decision to use Yasuke instead of fictional Japanese male protagonist as a DEI-driven choice. Okay.
Many people did, or all the people did? All the people did except for the people making it. And I bet there are people at Ubisoft who are making this game.
Because put it to you like this. Because even though we had Assassin's Creed Liberation, even though we had Assassin's Creed Freedom Cry, we have already had 2 black assassins. I said assassins. What if we finally get a game in Africa? Even though let's remove Origins. What if we get an Assassin's Creed deep in Africa, and out of all the people they could have used, they essentially finds Elon Musk and make him front and center of Assassin's Creed Africa. How pissed will you think black people would be? So, if they can't do it for Africa, why the fuck did you do it for Japan? We still don't have Resident Evil 5 remake because niggas are acting up. Even though Resident Evil 5 was a damn good, fun-ass game. Wasn't there a scrap game about taking it to the KKK? Yeah, that was a Freedom Cry. Well, wait, no, a scrap game. They was gonna do that. I don't know. It's a possibility. It's a possibility.
And be like, this is probably a really bad idea. But, came back to, there was like the one guy who was a historian or whatever. And,
RE5 was the only game Dad and I were able to play together. And he had so much fun. Yes, Resident Evil 5 was good. It was fun. So, we already know what's coming. They just did Code Veronica first. They probably gonna remake Resident Evil 0 and probably Resident Evil, because I know they're trying to they're gonna remake Resident Evil 5. They're just taking their sweet ass time because they're trying to test the waters. Capcom, when you remake Resident Evil 5, have Chris Steele as the main lead, still swole as hell. Have Sheva hot. Leave her the fuck alone. Keep her hot. Matter of fact, make her ass fatter. Still keep it in Africa. No, don't put more whites in it. No, have it mainly Africans. And I still want to punch a mini business-sized boulder in the middle of a fucking volcano. Okay? Do you think with them remaking Veronica that they will remake Revolution series? It's a possibility because the remakes are bringing in the cash. They are listening to the gamer, so it's possible they can remake Revolution series. And also they can remake the Outbreak series too. That'll be a good one too.
It turns out everything he did was fake. Yeah, it's amazing how that works out. And yes, everybody looking at it was like, this is not a good idea to do. And then like all of Asia was upset about this. Do you remember that when people were upset? And Ubisoft was like, yeah.
Okay, I'm a Korean, and honestly, even I was quite offended when Ubisoft picked an African man to represent the feudal Japanese era, because I'm a fellow Asian person.
God, there's so many little clips in this that I want to take out. He has these wonderful sentences. I want to hear this one. I want to just have this on our show.
Present the feudal Japanese era. Because
this right here.
I'm a fellow Asian person.
Like whenever I introduce Phil or Tiny or anybody, I'm a fellow Asian person.
Picking a foreigner to represent your entire culture doesn't feel right,
Just
it
normal
really is
Asians.
insulting. If a Korean person feels this way, imagine how a Japanese person would feel. The game sold poorly in Japan, even though it was the first main Assassin's Creed game that was set in Japan. Famitsu, a famous game magazine in Japan, estimated that the PS5 version of Assassin's Creed Shadows sold only around 18,000 physical copies during the first 4 days, placing 5th on the weekly chart.
I didn't know it was that bad.
Maybe this is just me, but I feel more people who weren't black were more upset than actual black people. Yes, I know we can point out this fridge example, but I feel that is pointless. I understand the feeling, but no, we have to keep pointing it out. Even though it feels as though it's going nowhere, we still have to keep pointing it out. The main reason why it's not going nowhere, or it's not, the point is not being driven home, is because too many people are still willing to open up their wallet and give stuff like this a chance, to where, like how we bullied a movie studio to fix Sonic, that's how we need to bully. Like, we need to start moving like how these I don't even want to call them leftists. I just want to say the radicals move when they be threatening these companies. Oh, if you don't put the wokeness in, we're not going to support the game. When they ain't the ones spending the money, we are the ones spending the money. If people started taking their wallets, which I just got my Kirsha wallet. That Kirsha wallet is sexy as hell. Thank you, Kirsha. Buy Kirsha merch at Kirsha.com. Or you can save yourself 10% off by using code Kirsha at GamerSubs. But yeah, if people start taking their wallets and putting it elsewhere, these gaming companies will start to listen. Because guess what? You only can lose money for so long. You only can lose money for so long. I went to go see Sonic 3 times on the principle because they did that. Exactly.
I mean, I would expect, like most of the industry, where a lot of the games are going to be sold digitally, but only 18,000 copies in the first week. That's supposed to be a major release. Yikes.
Ouch.
In overall, its final sales are estimated to be around 5.7 million copies. I admit that is a big number, but considering the strength of the Assassin's Creed brand and the expectations surrounding the game, it is still relatively disappointing for Ubisoft.
What would that number be if they just had like an actual Asian?
It should have been Norway and her father, and towards the end her father dies, and maybe that's what they would have had popped in Yasuke as a playable character at the end. Like, he nobly sacrifices himself to save his daughter, and then Yasuke steps in, or something happens. But I think Yasuke becoming a main playable character should have been like at the end of the game. It should have been Naoe and her father for the majority of the game, and then towards the end, that's when they swap out for Yasuke. It appears to have finished only slightly. Oh, Syndicate was a great game too.
Ninja, Japanese ninja, in that role. Would it sold I don't know, 1 million more copies? Would it have sold 2 million more copies?
Yeah.
We don't know. We'll never know.
A ninja in an Assassin's Creed universe, that's the pinnacle of assassinations, bro. That is the pinnacle of assassins. A fucking ninja. I'm talking about the RE5 mainly. I'm referring to the RE5 racist crowd. My issue is that when it comes to someone who tries to only say X group is crying racism, to me, the group doesn't matter. It doesn't, but unfortunately, the squeaky wheel is getting the oil. They, in reality, don't matter. They what Craig said earlier, they are a paper tiger. Unfortunately, they still have that look of a tiger. These companies are now starting to realize that, yeah, they're losing money going with this crowd. Unfortunately, they're still trying to still put these elements into these games, as if as a whole, actual people who were buying these games stood up and said nope, and started buying only indie games. The developers that's like Pal World pulled a major W, not only spanking Nintendo in court, but after they released their 1.0, they decided not to up the price, to keep it the same. If people start supporting those type of shits, these AAA studios will get tired of losing money and be like, all right, man, let's start making games again. Like, yeah, all you Skittle color bitches, get the fuck out. Let's start making some games again. I'm actually fine calling these buffoons. YouTube messages sucks ass. Yeah, unfortunately, YouTube is like hella delayed. And you wanted to play as a ninja, instead I got the other ninja. Jesus Christ.
The only people who have to guess that are Ubisoft. When they look at their forecast and be like, oh man, that was not a really good idea to do that because we wanted to score some DEI points, you know, and now they're over here getting taken over by Tencent and having to spin off extra companies to, man, what a drastically bad mistake.
Appears to have finished only slightly above Assassin's Creed Syndicate, which sold around 5.4 million copies. Since Syndicate was also considered one of the weaker selling entries in the series, Shadows ultimately seems to have ended up near the lower end of the franchise's sales rankings. And then there's Forspoken.
Man, everybody's forgotten about Forspoken. This game came and it dropped.
I think Forspoken was the first woke game. I could be wrong, but I know when Forspoken came out, everybody was like, yeah, this game right here. Which is kind of crazy because the gameplay was actually decent. It just, everything else sucked.
Like a freaking rock in a pond. This thing just floated right to the bottom so quick.
Forspoken was labeled woke mainly because it featured a young black woman as its protagonist and placed her in a fantasy world largely ruled by women. However, in this case, the gameplay was the bigger problem. Players criticized its awkward dialogue, unlikable protagonist, repetitive missions, and empty open world. Square Enix never revealed an exact sales figure, but officially described the game's sales as lackluster. Star Wars Outlaws faced similar criticism for choosing a woman of color as its protagonist.
Wait, what? The protagonist in
Wait,
Star Wars Outlaws?
Donnie said something controversial. Also, I feel Resident Evil is Capcom's weakest franchise, and it just Leon carrying everything through his sex appeal. To me, Leon is a less attractive Dante, which is funny because Dante is kind of based off of Leon. And Monster Hunter, Capcom is Golden Goose. No, I think I respectfully disagree with you. You do have merit what you're saying, but no, Resident Evil is it might not be its number one money maker, but it's definitely one of the top three in Capcom's defense. Reason being, Resident Evil 7, Resident Evil 8 started a whole new different thing with Ethan, and it sold like crazy. Let's see. Resident Evil 6 was trash. I'll give you that one. If it's Resident Evil 6, yeah, I agree with you 100%. But even with Resident Evil 5 with Chris, people still want Jill Valentine to come back because she hasn't been seen since 3. Oh, well, no, 5 because she was kidnapped and brainwashed by Wesker. But we haven't seen a new Jill Valentine. I think people will go crazy if Resident Evil 10 featured Jill Valentine. I think people will go freaking crazy.
Outlaws is
even with Claire. More Resident Evil games with Claire. We bringing Code Veronica, and everybody lost their shit.
A woman of color? What? Really? I never considered her that at all.
Some players also accused Ubisoft of making Kay Vass less conventionally attractive than the actress who portrayed her. Kay Vass less conventionally attractive than
the Kay Vass they hired, the Kay Vass we got. What the hell happened from this to this? Because the same. Well, even though it's by a different developer, Star Wars. Was it Survivor or Outlaws, whatever the hell they're called, with the redhead homie? He looks exactly the game graphics looks exactly how he looks in real life. So how the hell it goes from her looking like this to looking like this? Even if they would have kept the ugly ass hairstyle and just would have kept her face, this still would have been cool. I hate the argument of I hate this game, therefore I must be racist. Yes. If you're gonna hate the game, actually give criticism, legitimate criticism, not just, oh, you're racist. Oh, Survivor, bet. If you just hate the game, just outright hate the game, then yeah, you was. But if you hate the game and you have legitimate reasons, and then your counter is, well, you're just racist. Shut up.
The actress who portrayed her. This game
Okay, I guess I was wrong. Maybe I just totally blocked Star Wars Outlaws in my brain.
Also had a lot of problems with the gameplay, and Ubisoft officially admitted that sales were below expectations, while an unofficial...
That's a false concept. Artist coming in that Devil May Cry, DMC 3 Dante looked like Leon. No. He didn't look like Leon. He was based off Leon. My bad if I misspoke. I'm saying he was based off Leon. Because Devil May Cry actually came from them trying to turn Resident Evil 4 into a more action game. And they didn't like it. So that's how we got Resident Evil 4. That's how we got two differences of Resident Evil 4. And then they liked the concept so much that they just broke off and became its own thing. But Dante is based off of Leon. Not look like Leon. He's based off of Leon. But he's not. Dante's main inspiration was Space Adventure Cobra. If you want to push it, then Dante is more like Jake Wesker. Wesker's kid. Probably let me do some research on that, and we could probably bring that up on next stream, Donnie. But okay, because I might be wrong here. Because I could have sworn Devil May Cry came from Resident Evil 4. It just was way too different, so they just broke it off and made it his own thing. But I'll do some more research on that.
A report estimated that it sold only around 1 million copies during its first month. Ubisoft has not disclosed its final sales total.
Okay, question. They say she's Hispanic, she's Latina, right? You are a space warrior, right? When you're traveling through space, you're a bounty hunter. Does Latin America or any of that come into play, like, at all? It's a legit question. Maybe I just don't know the Star Wars universe. Or is that only there to appease? If you really think about it from that lens, it makes the whole thing that much dumb, that much dumber, that much dumb. Stupid, dumb.
Lastly, Unknown 9 Awakening was criticized as woke, merely because it featured an Indian female protagonist and involved narrative consultants from Sweet Baby. Some players also accused the developers of making the...
Ooh, look at that strong ass chin. Ooh, chin stronger than Greg's.
The heroine less attractive than actress Anya Kalotra. No official sales figure was released, but the game peaked at only 285 concurrent players on Steam. Reflector Entertainment later...
Would you guys... Is that good? 285? Is that a good number or a bad number?
No, that's a terrible number.
Let me know in the comments if that's a bad number or a good number. It's just curious.
That's terrible.
Admitted that it had failed to come close to sales expectations. Plans to expand the Unknown 9 universe was cancelled, and the studio went through layoffs. Okay, I admit it. Some of the games I mentioned here were actually big success, like The Last of Us Part 2 and Assassin's Creed Shadows. But it's
I also really hate Square.
I would not say Assassin's Creed Shadows was a big success. I think that
really
it sold well. That doesn't mean it was a success or even a big success.
That's a great question.
It sold well.
Next
and those
question.
Two things are very different.
Nah, I don't know, Donnie.
Also,
I'm not really deep into the Star Wars universe.
Far more successful and better loved by fans without the woke elements. Also, it's quite surprising to see that a lot of games with woke elements have been criticized for dull gameplays, as if they were depending on the woke element for the success of their games, not the polished gameplay. Well, that's just my opinion. What do you guys think?
No.
No, that was banking off.
You are laying down facts.
They was banking off the modern audience to come in and sweep up the game and, oh, I have my representation. Oh, it has an Indian character. Oh, it has gay characters. Oh, it has they, them. Oh, you can play the whole game just by pressing one button. Oh, masterpiece. That's what they was suspecting, and in reality it was, this game is shit. Or that one meme of that person in the theater is like, this game is ass.
You are laying down the exact data that people...
And not good ass, not the ass we enjoy. It's buns. Even if the game isn't woke, I really do not support undercooked games. That too. Because you're selling me a full license, because we're not even buying product no more. You're selling me a full license, and yet I gotta wait on a day one patch for the licensed game to be functional? No thanks.
People need to see. So it's not your opinion. He's literally talking facts. Don't apologize for this, my man. Don't apologize for delivering facts and knowledge. You can't do that. That's oh yeah, it's just my opinion. No. That's not how this works. You lay down the facts, you lay down the data, own it. Own it. Numbers don't lie.
Think we still need woke elements in the gaming industry?
Yes, more. Keep doing it, game industry. Keep doing it. Keep delivering us shit. Keep doing it. The faster it happens, the faster it all fails, the faster it burns down, the faster.
I was going to disagree with Craig. I'm glad I let it play. But yes, I agree with him. Yeah, keep giving us shit. That way y'all can burn and fail, metaphorically, Twitch. And we can support more indie developers.
The faster more people get fired, the faster we just totally get everybody who doesn't need to be in this industry out of the industry. More of it, please.
Or are you guys tired of it like I am?
Yes, we're tired.
I'm sick and tired of it.
But we want more.
Are tired? How much longer?
I'm gonna let Craig ask for more. I'm gonna stay silent on that one. I don't want no more of it. But if it does help get these assholes out of the gaming industry and bring back the things that we love when it comes to games, then yeah, more.
Do you think this is going to last in
They're
the
trying to
Western
recreate the comic
industry?
book industry? Oh yeah. Luckily, comic books and gamers fight back heavily. Thank God. And then we have people like Eric July and other folks that's making comic books and stuff like that as well. I say, even if you don't like Eric July, or there's other folks that's making comic, Yellow Flash, who else? The Twisted Sisters. I think there's another homie that's making comic books that's actually pretty. Clownfish TV. They got their own stories and stuff like that too. It's weird seeing some anti-woke people call Capcom woke. Did they release? I think they had a moment and then they quickly killed that shit off. What game was it? Oh, did they release a game and it had shit to it? I can't remember. I don't remember. I could be hallucinating like AI, to be honest.
Hopefully.
But Capcom isn't woke. I mean, they literally had Dad Space, and even in Resident Evil 9 they had Emily, that's her name. They had a chance where you could take care of Emily. There's a lot of people that like to cry wolf. Yeah.
Not too.
On both sides. I was calling it out. I forgot what game it was, but it was a game. Oh, Ghost of Yote. Even though as Heels versus Babyface or Ass was right. When it first released, everybody was saying that it was woke, this, that, and the third, and I was like, hang on. Just because it switched from a woman and from I forgot, from a man to a woman, because I forgot their name. That doesn't entirely mean it's woke. Let's give it some time. Let's see the gameplay. Let's see this. Let's see that. Let's give it some time before we start calling it woke. And then we gave it some time, and then all the stuff started coming out, especially with the actress. When she straight up called herself Antifa, and Antifa is now known as a terrorist group. Yeah. And then let's not forget the whole Charlie Kirk situation.
Hello. Well, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. They give me so much power. And good game, YouTube.
Hey, give him more power. This guy's awesome. I love him. I love this guy. Love it. I need you to go check him out. That's a great video. Really encouraging. And I want to get him on the show. Guy's spectacular.
Surveillance footage.
You don't get reverse hate. You just don't care for the comments. I feel you. And which one? There's a lot of people. What was literally entitled Tomahawk? Oh, and speaking of, before I end the stream, let's see. Wolverine had a new trailer that just dropped. So, is this it? It's 1 month ago, 20 hours ago. All right, let's see what's going on. Oh shit! I kind of want to see that, but I got to end the stream. That was fucking insane. This is a 1 in a million comment I'll see in a comment section. I've seen some people try to say Monster Hunter Wilds is woke because they made armor genderless, and one of the characters is a femme. It's a femme boy or femme fatale? Femme boy. No, I wouldn't call that woke. I wouldn't. I can't speak on the femboy situations. I'm already fighting against those allegations, okay? So I really can't speak on the femboy stuff. I'm gonna leave that up to y'all.
Logan, it's me. Wait. Logan, it's me. Wait.
I'm gonna have to relook at that old one. There might be some updates to it. Insomniac might be listening. I think Insomniac is listening. They ain't trying to learn from. I think they learned they listen a little bit from Mary Jane, cause she's definitely hotter than when we first seen her. She's definitely hotter than the first trailer. I think they're listening. Yeah, they trying to keep it, cause that chin. They. I think they listened. There's more around. I think they're listening because she's more attractive now. Oh, she got a canine right there. Damn. Bite the hell out of you. I like the suit.
I've seen things from before. Humans and mutants can't survive together.
I've tried to keep them safe for so long.
Fucking stressed.
Inside now.
I thought.
So long.
Fucking stressed.
Inside now.
We're working on it. She does, but Oof. I thought you... Mystique has everything, okay? She's fucking Mystique, okay? I like Sabretooth so far. I know. That's what I'm saying. Where's them cheeks? Mystique is usually caked up. I like Sabretooth. I like this.
We're back. We were back. We're gonna build a future for mutants. That is why.
One step forward, two ass cheeks back. I'm liking that they made him a short king too. They made him a short king. They didn't make him what was his name? Hugh Jackman tall. So they made him a short king.
Tear the beast. The hunt is ready.
Most people I see clearly, but you.
Oh! Just give in. Ah, shit. They got tentacles in here. There it goes. And there it goes. Sin.
Remember who you are.
Just can't let a man rest in peace, can you?
Much better. Much better. I wish it was coming out on PC, cause I'm gonna wait till that PC drop, but I'm definitely gonna be watching people who play it.
PlayStation.
Watch the latest RE trailer. Is it an RE trailer? RE 1 month ago? 2 weeks ago? Oh, the movie trailer. Ah. Monday. Oh. The hell is that?
Hey, man, I gotta be 7. Do you know where I can take this? Excuse me, oh my God. Ooh. Anybody order a kidney or liver or whatever?
Damn, oof. See a laceration that long? Ho.
Whatever this is, anybody, it seems like it's kind of important.
Hey, you got time for another run?
No, I'm wrapped up for the...
It's outside the zone, so it pays double.
I could do that. Sweetheart, I'm sorry, the signal sucks here. Can you hear me?
I'm gonna stay with Katie for a bit, I think.
Michelle, please do not go stay with freaking Katie.
It also hurts my feelings that you don't even care enough to come home and have this conversation.
Seriously, I'm working. This could be some 8-year-old boy's heart or someone's mom's brain.
Oh! Nah, I would've got back in my car. I hit your ass going, like, it looks like he was going to at least 40 in that damn ice. I hit your ass on that damn snow going at least 40 and you get up and walk away, yeah, Directed by the same motherfucker who directed Weapons, Zach freaking Krager. I am WK. Yeah, I heard Weapons was a good movie.
Hello? There's an emergency here. I was wondering if I could use your phone.
Hi, you've reached Michelle. Leave a message.
Hey, baby, I'm really sorry that we got disconnected earlier. Some things have happened, and I can't get a hold of police.
Yeah.
Bullets. Could you just call me back on this number, please?
everything that has happened in this town transpired in a matter of hours. You've got no idea what you've got there in your hands.
Yeah, where was it going again?
Raccoon City General.
Hey, no sweat.
It might be something to this movie. It might be something to this movie. And when I first seen it, I was like, what the fuck? But it might be something to it. This one might actually be something that might be worth seeing. All right. So that's gonna be it. I'm gonna jump off here. We're gonna go ahead and give you guys, because I don't see side scrollers. Let me see. Side scrollers. Yeah, they don't start until 11. So we're gonna go ahead and ship you off on Kick. We're gonna ship you guys to Mama Butt. Oh! Actually, Mooberry is actually streaming. We're gonna go ahead and show Mooberry some love on Kick, and then for Twitch, we're gonna go ahead and raid Mama Butt. So thank you everybody for coming through. Thank you everybody for being here. Oh, sorry, Mama Moo. I said Mama Moo. Sorry, Moo. Gotta mute you. All right. So we're gonna raid Mama Butt on Twitch, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.
She wants that duck so bad.